Yeah, man, you go get you the bag of free. Because mind you, Azul's got some good salsa too. So you get the chips. They used to sell the little quart of chicken, and you get you some. That's when I was
No, that
eating
was the
chicken.
nachos. I'm talking about how if you
Oh, the
got
tacos.
yeah, if you got tacos, you would take one
Man,
of the
y'all didn't know?
you would take one of the tortillas because they'll wrap them in two,
Yeah,
and then make a whole nother taco with
for
that.
sure. You do. Y'all eat y'all eat y'all street tacos with 2 tortillas.
I don't eat street tacos. I feel like I'm being cheapened. I want a restaurant taco.
It depends on where you go.
You
Sometimes,
slowed your whole bus down
Just
with that.
Sometimes-
but like the whole thing is like they give one of these little tortillas, right? Like this, the woo wops, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's not big
it
enough.
depends on
I don't
where
care.
you going. The size of the street taco sometimes differentiates, and sometimes the street taco is better than the regular one.
Not where I go.
Where do you go?
Not gonna disclose
Man,
that
this
here. I don't
nigga,
want to
man,
see
let me
people. I'll
let you
tell
know.
you.
Yo,
I'll
yo,
tell
yo,
you,
this
I'm
is
gonna
Social
people,
Podcast.
man.
This your
I'll tell
boy
you, nah,
Dizzy D
then you see the
Spill
people when you
Yeah,
trying to
with
get
my
on your
co-host in the
All right,
building.
So,
Jelani Evans.
Farmer Poe.
Yeah.
Lager
nah.
nacho?
Nah. What? Nah. Cause bro, you like the whole thing is like
How they
I feel
resume, though.
You sit,
How they
you sit
resume,
there,
though.
If you decide to eat there, cause you know you like your food hot, right? You sitting there eating, you chilling, you be in mid bite. Like, Poe?
Right.
Huh? What?
Now niggas in there Instagramming.
Not
and-
necessarily, but they want to talk and converse and interrupt and like, bro, like they wouldn't even know about the spot if I hadn't told them. I mean, I want everybody to eat, just not where I be at.
I dig it.
That's all that
I
is.
can dig it. Yeah,
I
because I got
enjoyed,
several
you know,
areas that I make myself
I
depending
enjoy
on
the
where
peace.
area.
I don't
of the
like
city.
running into people. Straight up.
So this is a restaurant review episode.
I don't like running into people. I ain't disclosing no restaurants because I don't like running into people.
Yeah, just
I
depends
kind
on
of
where
feel
I'm
that way.
How
The
you
older I
doing?
get,
How you been?
the older, yeah.
Why?
Why?
If you really
exactly.
wanted to know, you'd have been.
You'd have
keeping
been
up.
tapped in.
All these social media.
Yeah.
Leave me alone,
So
bro.
you go outside of
I
the
see you
city
out.
limits?
Yes,
That's
I'm
has
out. I
to
do
be
all
all
the time.
outskirts.
I be everywhere.
No, but I'm saying you have to go outside the city limits damn near to not see someone.
Poe, let's talk about this style
That's
you
not
got,
true.
man. Let's talk about it.
That's not
Let's talk
true.
about this style you got, bro.
Talk to me.
You've been, you know what I'm saying? What's the inspiration behind this, man?
All his shirts are plant based. Let's go ahead and let the cat out the bag. So, if you're wondering what's up with the knits, these are
all
You
organic.
feel me? These are
Handmade.
specific
I mean,
threads, right? Like you, man, look,
nah, look,
biodegradable.
That's actually sound like a dope brand. Specific Threads by Poe.
now my man,
This one's him.
Mike B. I told you about. I don't know if I told you. I don't know if I could disclose the name because he hasn't disclosed it yet. But he's always hitting me up to try to like.
Yeah. Don't
get it
do
started,
that.
But he got a. I'll tell you off air. He got a dope name for a concept for a clothing line that he wants me to.
You told me about it.
Yeah.
You told me about it. So he's still using that same
Yeah,
name.
be in my comments and reminding me all the time, hitting me up and stuff like.
Okay.
You know, I'm.
Well, I know the name, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and trademark that. We'll discuss a deal afterwards.
This nigga's stupid, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you tell me I lock in a website, and then we can
Yeah.
just sounds like a partnership.
And that's how Kanye West.
This is how we force collabs over here. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but the reason why I'm asking, man, because you know what I'm saying. You know, you got the colors. You know, different
man.
colors going on. You know, you coordinating, doing it, you going crazy with the trucker hats on recent episodes, and you know the jewelry. You know what I mean? That soul jewelry. You know what I mean?
It's all intentional. You know, for probably like 6 years, it was nothing but polo everything. So my selection, my color scheme was kind of a little different because I was only buying shit from Polo. So
okay.
all my shirts.
Polo get colorful too.
Yeah, but the two. I
Some
like
of the more colorful stuff is the cuts and the size and be questionable.
I like colors, but I don't like. I like the hue has to be like not bright, so I don't like bright hues. So this is a color that you would imagine would be.
You
but
said
it's
you
not
don't
extreme.
like bright hues.
No, but take for instance what for this.
You see this lemon lime yellow?
To me, this isn't like.
I feel like I should have wore that in Dizzy Donatello.
This is like
it's
highlighter.
not a loud color.
a
to
loud.
me.
Okay.
In the
Different color.
let's say for instance you could have like a purple.
So you mean like yellow? Like a bright yellow, you feel that way?
loud.
Or
Yeah, like I like different colors and mixing different colors.
It's
I
high
don't
volume,
like
though.
the hue to different.
so you don't mind having like hints of loud colors, but not just a solid loud color.
That's the thing.
Okay.
too.
Okay.
That's the
So
thing.
is that I get you because I'm like, yeah,
it's
that's
mixed
kind of
in. It's
yeah,
not like-
but it's light.
yeah.
It's bright though.
It is.
But I would
That's
think,
highlighted.
but I would
That's
think,
bright.
It is kinda-
I would think like somebody, no jokes, like somebody with your hue would like, because that
I'm
tends.
doing browns now too.
That's what I'm saying. That tends to kind of like play off of your complexion, like certain colors like that. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
do.
I mean?
I'm
Brighter
like,
colors?
I
Yeah.
like brown and shit now.
Yeah.
But my favorite color is olive green. So I love a lot of
Really?
yeah.
I
Olive green.
got a few olive green items on from Lavore Cole.
If you
They're
was to
not
look at my
plant-based.
closet, you would see probably 6 different types of pens. Or
Well, I got after the joint. I'll slide you the shirt. You hit me. You know what I'm saying? Send me the.
I'd say
Yeah,
if you sew
definitely.
one,
Because I got the beanie. Because I got the beanie and the shirt olive green. You
I
know
told
what
you
I'm
to
saying?
do that.
did you sew the beanie?
Nah, he ain't got nothing yet. Ain't nothing in his cart.
Because you have
Because I would send a reminder email like,
you're not
I
feeling
still
it.
got my other Lavore Cole hoodie too.
yeah, but no, this is just shirts and beanies right now. That's the olive green.
You got the fisherman beanie one.
Yeah, I got the fisherman beanie. That's what I'm gonna call it for you.
Yeah,
All right, so yeah, we gonna
Nah, it's also style inspired by like
Kimi
like-
Casanova.
durability, handmade shit that's like gonna last, like real fabrics and shit, like wool.
All the itchy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
and trying to bring that little '70s soul vibe back.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, that's definitely what I think
little
about
spin
when I
on it.
Yeah, I seen the bell bottoms.
Oh yeah, I got a new pair that just came.
Got
in.
the-
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. So if they not
It's
doing
real
the-
when you start bragging about your bell
yeah,
bottoms.
yeah,
Like,
I
I just
got
got a
a
new
new
pair,
pair in
actually. So
but they not real bell
really,
bottoms
we're
now.
not gonna,
They flare jeans because like the bell bottoms started up here.
Okay.
So the bell like the
I
cut
don't-
would
I
come
don't
out.
know.
The bell would start up like higher. It was way
So you going for like an anime style type?
going
Of,
more for like a
you know how the
little
anime characters be
fusion.
dressing like they in the
We
70s.
call it a fusion.
Oh, okay.
you been watching
Fusion.
Dragon Ball Z, huh?
Yeah.
He said-
I don't know
See
shit
how he
about
did that?
Dragon
He
Ball
said,
Z,
he said
actually.
the fusion.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do
Yeah,
in
that's
the
right.
future with their fingers. Yeah, so you know, you
that's
sound
why
real
I'm like-
educated right
Yeah,
now.
why-
Now I
the
was
way you
thinking
did it, too.
fusion.
You
'cause I was-
accidentally knew what you was talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was
on
like,
purpose.
okay.
Accidentally on purpose. Yeah.
Moving along.
Foresight.
How's everybody doing?
I'm
good.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm definitely good.
What's
I,
new?
I just knocked out some more stuff for the EP that I've been kind of keeping on hush hush. You know what I'm saying? So,
So that's
things will be
dropping
coming. Things will be coming real soon. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna come out of nowhere and punch some people in the mouth with some of the stuff I got going.
Produced by
Not telling a soul. Yeah, nah, man. I can't. You know what it is with me, dude? I would love to share resources, but I understand where Jelani is coming from because in this day and age, man, when you share resources and you share certain information, people act like they the one that, you know what I'm saying? I like to give credit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Poe because he's the one who showed me this, or shout out to Jelani because he's the one who, So I like to wait until the cat is out the bag, and then it's like, oh yeah, I know them too, or yeah, they did this for me. So I can't really disclose that valuable information at the moment. You know what I mean? So that's.
Yeah, I don't be doing because it's none of their business.
man. If you want the secrets, come and get it from me.
You
real.
mean from him? 'Cause I ain't
So-
doing
You
nothing.
ain't gonna get it from me, man.
So how's everything going with the products? You know what I'm saying? You did the show and tell. You know what I mean? How are things moving? Are you doing any more pop-ups?
Well, there was one
Website coming soon, things like that.
that we wanted to do the day after Thanksgiving, but I was like, nah, I'm too tired. But I take at work, I hit up just my office. A couple of days, got some sales in there. So that's going to be my next plan. It's just I'm motivated to go into like the barbershops and like
Okay.
shit like that,
All right.
and hand to hand.
Okay.
That's really where I figure I get the most sales is doing hand to hand and then advertising. Then working on eventually, incorporating like Instagram marketing and shit like that. But just going hand to hand to me is gonna be.
Do you see a website coming soon, or you want to just kind of operate like that?
I know we got a website.
Already up and running.
Yeah, that's what I was saying last time. It's already up. That's,
Okay, I thought that was for the. I thought that was for the gram and everything like that.
No, that's actual website.
It's the Mystic Garden is a website, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I
okay.
remember that.
Because you had a multitude of different names.
Well,
So I was
because
like,
Right, it was a little
there's
confusing.
There's two names, and there's Earth Tones and Mystic Garden.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why there's two names is because there's two people, and they
Right.
specialize in two different things.
Mm-hmm.
They're a team. That's how they operate, execute, but there's two different lanes of it. So
NBA
he's
Jam
Earth
with it.
Tones,
Yeah, man.
and
Hey,
she
if you
is
want
Mystic Garden.
if you need any kind of information, you just talk to my message right here, man. Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me directly. You talk to him.
Talk to him.
Yeah, when you talking to me,
talk
you
to
look
me.
at him.
Somebody ask you a question, you just lean back and look at him.
Take them damn glasses off.
What's up, man? Kicks and sneakers, man. What's
man.
brewing? What's cooking?
A lot, like gumbo pot, but I'm not telling nobody the ingredients. Things been cool with shoes. All they selling and shit. The biggest issue really has been the release of the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Founds. There's been a lot of issues as far as like, I guess the way that they were stored before releasing, and then when they got sent to certain boutiques and stores, a lot of pairs had mold on them. So there was mold on the outside, there was mold on the inside, and things like that. So then they had to cancel orders and send the shoes back to Nike for that. And then there was also
That's what they was talking about in the comments.
and then there was also like
I think I seen that
issues
in your
with
story too.
issues with the way they were handled and shipping, and a lot of pairs were boxes were beat up, the shoes were worn, and things of that nature. So it was like supposed to be one of the biggest releases. So outside of the Nike site and the app going down as it initially released, there's been issues with the pairs as they have been received or the lack thereof due to mold and things like that. Like I just recently saw a pair that somebody received, and the box was like that. Then he pulled the shoe out, and it was like warped. Like it was cold. Like you need some shoe trees. Get at me. But it was definitely ugly. So I mean, outside of that, fourth quarter, everybody is already aware of what's dropping. A lot of places, if you're following news sites, whatever, they're already talking about what's dropping in 2023. So, it's always a flood of info as far as releases go, but a lot of it is placeholder dates, and what that means is like just giving an initial date for when it should release. A lot of these dates usually get pushed back due to shipping issues, storage issues, things of that nature. And then of course, a lot of it is estimates. That's why, again, it's a placeholder. Things happen. So,
Especially with weather.
When you said about the dates for 2023, are they really dropping stuff for like the whole year, or most of the things that they feel are going to come out? Or are these dates dropping for the majority of the year when you say release dates?
it depends on who you're following, because I've seen stuff talking about way into July, August of 2023. And I mean, again, they giving months, and I mean the month and the year, no like date specifics, because but a lot of stuff is being released, and with a lot of people trying to be first with the information, a lot of stuff starts coming out, and so that's why I try not to even really address or get into the following year release dates until January hits. I feel like, talking about what's coming in January and February when we're in November and December, you know what I'm saying? Like January for December, that makes sense. But beforehand, it's a little premature. Like,
because anything could happen, things could change, or
bro, like we still got releases dropping this month. Y'all already talking about February? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, like that's a lot. Yeah. So it's just, I guess people be trying to be ahead of things. Good luck with that.
Sheesh.
Any updates on that Kanye?
Nah, I haven't really. It seemed like things have gone quiet, haven't they?
It seems like stuff has went quiet, but everything else is getting loud. Like this Twitter shit with Elon Musk. That shit is going. It's just something. It's either every day or every week is something new. Like,
and then the Balenciaga campaign that had to get wiped and scrubbed because of the
let's talk about that.
Child bondage and the paperwork. It was a child holding.
Oh, that was behind.
Kanye was bondage, and then there was a photo shoot. In the photo shoot, there was paperwork on the table about a child pornography case or something. It was like
How does that happen?
Is Kanye wrapped up in that?
Nah.
Okay,
Nah, ain't nothing
because
to do with him.
you just reminded me they are. What was it? I did see an article, and I didn't even know if it was true or not. So I won't go too deep into it
So let's fill the people in on what happened, really. So you said
with the Balenciaga.
you said that Balenciaga they had a photo shoot for
They had a campaign. It was
campaign.
theirs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had a photo shoot.
and there were children who
There was
were
a child.
a child. Okay, a child who was dressed in what
No,
seemed
a child who was holding a bear
holding a bear,
dressed in bondage.
dressed in bondage. That was insinuating sexual bondage.
I mean,
though, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how is there any other way for?
Because I
bondage?
just want the people to not get confused. Somebody can say, "Well, bondage," somebody
there's only
just to
one-
make it clear on what.
Well,
we're
I
talking
mean,
about.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the infamous Michael B. Jordan's speech had bondage in it. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay. Tied up though, right?
Yeah,
That's what it means. Bondage
yeah.
means to be tied
Yeah,
up. I mean,
yeah.
so why would you have a stuffed animal tied up? And anyway, but it was like leather straps and like you know what I'm saying,
There we
like
go.
that type of.
Okay.
It was
So-
it was real
Dominatrix type
yeah.
bondage.
Yeah.
insinuating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
Just
then-
curious, do
but-
we know
but
the
the-
hue or ethnicity of the child?
Caucasian.
Okay.
But the paperwork being on the table, like, how do you dismiss any type of accountability for not knowing that
Well-
this could insinuate that
mean-
it's not could that it is insinuating?
I mean, I think the thing and how I would look at it is they will find a way to try to dismiss it, but to the general public, we're gonna look at that shit like, nah. I mean, especially those of us that are parents.
What's the
you know what I'm
goal
saying?
of
I'm gonna look at it like
So to me, I try to think of, all right, what would be the goal of, like, what would be
I have
the
a theory.
reason for doing that? And there's no like reason that I could think of that a person would want to do that just other than your sick mind is you want to kind of it's like
See,
the
that's how
serial
hard it
killer.
is
It's like the serial
to
killer
try to come
who
up with
wants
something.
to be like seen or noticed without being seen.
I have a theory about a lot of this because we're talking about fashion, and it can easily be debatable with depending on what group you're dealing with or what group you're talking to on what's considered fashion, what's considered art, what's considered high fashion, and well, this has meaning behind it. And for me, I just think that certain things are not creative. I don't think certain things are a great campaign move, but there's people out there that try to go so hard with stepping outside the box, or just like you said, maybe have a sick mind. You know what I mean?
Well, the paperwork, just to disclose, it was, well, I want to say it was hidden, but it wasn't. It was, I guess, purposely poorly hidden, but it was course documents about a virtual child porn. That's the paperwork that was on the table in the photo shoot with the child who was holding the bear in bondage.
So was this
And I mean, like at this state, I just feel like in certain instances, it used to be trolling, right? That's how people used to look at it. They're trolling.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, isn't there a certain truth to trolling?
Yeah, there always is.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the midst of that, it stopped being trolling and then just them being like outright with how they are being like it's
They want
when
to.
you get when you continue to do things right and it's deemed cutting edge or questionable or
Status
challenging
quo.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
Because
taboo.
if you think about the garbage bag, right, that they made, did you guys see the Lay's bag purse that they made with the zipper? There's some things that they have done that people have deemed edgy or, what I'm saying, crazy or outside the box or whatever. So that if they were like, well, we could do this and they'll still buy it. And it's almost to a point where they're not trolling no more. They're really showing how they feel and people are still buying it because it's worked for them in the past. Right.
Yeah.
And so now it's to a point to where they showing us who they are and they've crossed the line. But I don't feel like this is the first time. Like, all right,
Of course not.
Was it Gucci who came out with the sweater with the pink lips?
Yes, it was.
right? It's another
Yeah.
fashion house.
Yeah.
So you have these
Yeah, the H&M with the kid, with the little black boy with the little monkey saying on his sweater.
so you know what I'm saying, you have these
And you got that what's it
fashion brands and fashion houses that are doing things that are, I mean, it's not even questionable. A lot of stuff is just outright disrespectful in how they feel, right?
Mhm.
And because of the position that they have or the power that they hold or whatever the case may be, it's not being challenged the way that it should be.
Yeah, because people are still gonna go buy Balenciaga.
Well, here's my thing. Because, you know, when we had these conversations about people are still going to do this and people are going to still do that, I'm convinced that not everybody has access to this shit because there's so many fakes. I mean, a lot of
Oh, I didn't know
episodes we would talk about, you know, the sneaker game, you know, because we got Jelani here and there's a lot of fakes and, you know, the factories but we haven't really shined a light on too many people rocking the fake shit. Because if you think about it, most celebrities will do it and they'll openly do it because you kind of understand that they can afford it.
Like Ocho Cinco did.
Yeah, Ocho Cinco. You know, I think there was an interview I watched years ago where Diddy forgot his earrings. So they had to pull over somewhere, some cheap little spot, get some fake earrings and throw in it. Nobody's going to question Diddy's jewelry or Ocho Cinco or somebody like that. But when we look at all of these brands, and we live in a time period where a lot of people don't want to work a 9 to 5. They're entrepreneurs, you know, or street entrepreneurs, right? You still have to make the money and still have to be able to afford to buy the shit.
I was just gonna say, bro, that life is not as glamorous as people make it seem to be at all. I had a conversation with my younger niece, and I was telling her about it. And like, bro, being an entrepreneur is hard.
Yeah.
It's extremely difficult because you have to be self-motivated. You have to have a plan. You have to be willing to follow through, and you have to go through the ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of uncertainties.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of resources.
You lose
help
money
is minimal
on a
Well, see-
regular.
Well, see, that's the thing about it. It depends on how you
Benefits.
perceive it, how you look at it. If are you losing money or are you investing it? See, you know what I'm saying? That helps because if you have an understanding that in your first 3 years you're going to be investing into your business to help it build, to help it grow, to help, you know what I'm saying, stabilize a foundation for you to be able to make things happen. It's not just you getting money out the gate. And in some instances it works like that, but that's just in certain instances where it just you can kind of hit the ground running making finances, but you still are going to have to reinvest those into the business to establish yourself and make things happen. So if you're, you know what I'm saying, blessed enough to be in a position to hit the ground running as an entrepreneur and get finances, then you make sure you reinvest it. Don't go out here and go get the fancy stuff and try to look like you are the boss. And you gotta, because at the end of the day, you know, you can't eat
you
none
put
of that
yourself in
designer
harm.
stuff. You can't eat, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you can't take that and put it towards your business and make that work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the thing. A lot of people want to look like a boss, want to look like an entrepreneur, want to look like the celebrity, the influencer, and being all that. But it's expensive, like you're saying. It
Yeah.
costs. Even the knockoff stuff isn't cheap. That's that's what's so crazy about it. Like, all right, so the shoes, right? Let's get to like if we talk about knockoff stuff. So knockoff kicks, right? They cost around retail or cheaper, but at the end of the day, it was retail $190, $200,
Mm-hmm.
depending on the shoe, maybe $250. So then you knockoff, you pay what, $150, $200? That's still not cheap, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's you're still having to spend that money.
Yeah.
That's still like it's a grind. So man, you gotta be ready for that lifestyle, and it ain't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
Especially if you chasing material shit.
Well-
Gosh,
Well, my point with the whole fake shit, you know, and you know, people having fake bags and all of these different things, you know, there's this thing when we see on social media, right? Or even when we're out and people, you know, they want to let it be known that they have the shit. But I always go back and I try to do the math on how this is accessible to so many people, but yet we live in an economy, you know, where 60% of the people in America don't even have $500 in their savings account, right?
Yeah, because I do the same thing. I'm thinking like, damn, how are these niggas selling some good ass? How everybody selling drugs like that? Everybody making money
Because
selling
people are
drugs?
buying. My wife
gotta do it.
My wife has showed me Instagram boutiques that have really nice looking fake shit. She'll be like, what do you think about this? I'm like, oh, it looks pretty dope. Looks expensive. She's like, yeah, it's a fake. You see what I'm saying? So when these people are running around saying, it's just like, have you ever seen an Instagram account or a Twitter account that's verified and you can't even tell what this person does?
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of them.
Right. And it's like, well, how did you get verified? Sometimes for shits and giggles, I'll look the person up and see if I see articles about nothing. There's nothing there. Right. And so it's this weird space.
It's a black market out there.
Something.
No, there is. 100%. Like, y'all have never gotten DMs to get your blue check to get verified?
Yeah. But
no,
I've gotten that shit multiple times, and I'm just like, oh, this must be some kind of
in
way.
the garden community.
Yeah. No. We don't deal with fakes in the garden community. Those is excommunicated.
Everything's organic.
We do the
here.
green leaf next to our name, homie. The green leaf. You feel me? That eco sign right there, baby. That's us.
Leaves blowing, that gust of
fake shit
wind.
in the garden,
You
man.
see us.
You see us, man. That's how we do.
Nah, but and that's crazy because it's like, so then a lot of fakes, right? I actually have dealt in a lot of authentic stuff in the past. I know where to find it. I actually still clean a lot of authentic kicks, bro. Louis, Christian Vuitton, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dior's, like, authentics, right? So, when I see the fakes, like, is that really, let me see if I can, all right, it's not on the website. It's not in season 2022.
Different colorways and
It's
shit.
not in season 2021. Season 20? No. Vintage mate? Nah, that look too new to be. It ain't vintage.
That man got the archive season.
Oh,
Yeah, because you can go look at the lookbooks and seasons.
Yeah.
bro. And that's the
Yeah.
thing, you see, wow, that ain't real. Wearing it like it is, though.
Yep.
And that's the thing about it, because it's like, so you'll buy something that's fake, not y'all, but they buy something that's fake because they want the real version but can't afford it, not thinking like, is this a fake of a real version or is it just fake?
Because that's what I was going to ask. What is fake sometimes, right? Because if we going from we're getting the same design, same materials printed at the same factory, just not by just not with the permission of.
You got
the
UA
company.
bags? You got UA clothing, unauthorized
Unauthorized.
clothing.
It's called unauthorized.
You got unauthorized
You see, I gave
clothing.
Jelani the look like I'm about to say it.
That's a like.
I just
would
found
you-
that out this year. I'm about to say it.
That's a difference, right?
No.
Just a difference on quality for me.
I think we've normalized. I think today's society has normalized fake, right? Because how many times will we watch a biography and it'll say unauthorized biography of such and such, unauthorized version of a shoe or an unauthorized bag. When we were coming up, if your shit was fake, if your shit was defected, it was deemed fake sometimes.
A lot. What it is
the
it's
shoe
not.
niggas was selling out.
It's not acceptable, but it's like it's been watered down. Think about a lot of things, a lot of stuff, a lot of work that have been watered down. A lot of things that don't have the same effect. The word's still around and it's still being used the same way, but it don't hit the same because it's almost like with cliches. You heard it so much that it's lost its punch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, back in the day, if you had on some fake shit, like you almost was like outcasted from school because it was,
You
you
had
know
to
what I'm saying?
change
Like
schools.
everybody was like, yo, this nigga be wearing everything you wear now is getting questioned.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got the new J's. They probably fake because
Yep.
he be with the fake shit.
I seen a dude come outside on his birthday. Thing fresh to death. Got the. You remember Dada's?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, those wasn't the officials anyway. But my man he was like, yeah, my pops just got me the Dada's. And I kept looking like, you know how you look at something, you're like, is it my eyes or is it like,
He had to take his glasses.
nah, you know, sometimes you look at a word like, why that shit backwards? And I'm like, that ain't no D, that's a lowercase b. I'm like, hell no, I can't even tell him that.
He had on some babas.
Babas.
Ain't that what?
Bye-bye.
Ain't
He said
that what
bye-bye.
T'Challa was calling his
Bye-bye.
dad in
He
Black
said
Panther?
bye-bye.
Bye
On
bye.
his I couldn't kill his game off on his birthday though.
Man, I sure would have blew them candles
Yeah,
out. Hey,
would've-
check this out,
because
player.
it's-
What's wrong with your babas, man?
He would have went back in the side.
My birthday. Yeah,
Because
taking
you
the
know
cake,
why?
son.
He didn't trip. He didn't even trip because when he was standing in the mirror looking at the motherfuckers, they said Dadas. When he was looking in the mirror, them motherfuckers said Dadas when he was looking at. So when he came out, he said, "I'm finna go. He said, I'm gonna kill him. Watch." Ooh.
Seems legit.
No.
Yeah.
See.
All right, so this is the thing about it though. This is what's so crazy. So all right. You said that's okay, right? Same factory, same materials, and
No. I didn't say it was okay.
Oh, no. Oh, you were. Oh,
Please,
okay.
no,
Were you
no.
asked? Were you?
Yeah,
you were saying,
yeah.
you're saying
These
they
are not
say
the
that's
words
okay.
of myself.
You're saying they say that's okay, right?
Right.
Okay.
No. I didn't. I'm not even saying nobody would say that. That's
Are
okay.
you asking?
But could you differentiate?
Yeah, you were trying to
between-
differentiate because if everything's made in the same factory but not by the originator, which we clarified is unauthorized. Is that why they call it unauthorized instead of fake?
Unauthorized is still fake.
Yeah.
Unauthorized just sounds better,
But
right?
there's fake, and then there's somebody else who at a different factory trying to recreate this.
What?
That's
How's that the same thing? How's that not the same thing?
In my eyes, I wouldn't see it as a difference.
So knockoffs. That's still fake. Like check this out. So
because
check this out.
I'm thinking about quality when I
All
buy
right.
things.
So peep this.
'Cause
Peep this though. Listen, there are some shoes, fakes, that are made better quality than the originals. There are people who hand make Jordan 1s.
I think I would like the
with
better quality ones.
There are people who hand make Jordan 1s with better quality materials, exotic materials, and all type of stuff that are not hired by Nike nor the Jordan brand.
Yeah, man.
So what are all right, so because I had to have this conversation. Because I had to have this conversation. So it depends. So it kind of gets specific when we're shifting over shoes. Because so it's like this: if we're talking about artists hand making Jordan 1s using better quality materials, right, or exotic materials, right, then it's considered a custom and it's considered authentic on the authenticity and the integrity of the artist.
Because I've seen those.
Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, that is a different category from taking a shoe, seeing the model, getting the specs, and then remaking it in a factory, right? Mm-hmm. That's unauthorized because it's not authorized by Nike or Jordan, correct?
Right.
But that's still fake. What's the difference? See, all right,
So the culture...
Are you thinking it's fake like, okay, those didn't come out in that color.
Yeah.
Because that's bootleg.
Yeah. That's bootleg to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like the bootleg cover of the mixtape. That wasn't the official cover of the mixtape.
Yeah.
But we still went and bought that motherfucker.
Oh, you like talking about like with the BG, if you didn't get the one with the bullets raining down, you actually got the one with rain. And I come out with the one with the bullets. He's like, well, I didn't have it.
But this shit still slap, though.
No,
This shit still slap. Nah, cause see, I mean, I wouldn't. So it's a difference between how I would think in a
if you wear fake shit,
philosophical...
just say you wear fake shit, bro.
No. In a discussion, or if we're talking a philosophical discussion, I could say what I would think. But what I would really do, I wouldn't go and buy the fake one.
Okay, it's like this.
I wouldn't buy the fake one.
You prefer organic tomatoes or
just about to go
genetic
there.
tomatoes?
It depends on how my pockets are looking sometimes. Because you can only get 4
Listen,
organic
children,
tomatoes.
we are going to be eating the fruit propped version out the bowl. This
4 organic. Nigga, we've been eating this shit all our lives. We'll be all right.
We grew up on this. You don't want to forget your roots. You don't want to. Every time you gotta go back, mind yourself. That's what make us appreciative.
One more day ain't gonna kill us, man. Nah, but
You sit there checking the bank account like, what we eating today? $3.15? Chili dogs.
I be looking at the organic apples sometimes, like, why these apples so small, man? Because I gotta wait till next season
So
for
when
my
I
shit.
got it, we had whole Whole Foods. When I don't, I just want
man.
Whole Foods. I'm just trying to eat.
Cause look, man,
a whole different ball game.
I don't eat pork, but if I was stranded on an island and wasn't nothing but a bunch of pigs, it'd be a lot of bacon and a whole lot of ham on there, man.
So what you eating, Paul? Pork rinds.
Hold on. All right. Wait. Let's talk about it. Have you guys seen how they make pork rinds?
No, I haven't.
Do you still eat pork rinds?
I haven't ate none in a while.
It's basically
and
made
I don't
from the
eat.
skin of a
And
pig.
for the record,
We know it's
I don't
made from the
eat
skin, but
I don't eat pork rinds. I eat chicharrones.
All right. When you got time, viewers, when y'all got time,
Spell it.
go on YouTube.
H. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah.
You supposed to keep talking, nigga.
Interrupt me.
Look, go on
Please.
YouTube and look up how they make pork rinds, and
You're not gonna want to eat them no more.
might not touch that bag again. Some of y'all might just still do it though. Y'all don't give a fuck.
Well, it's just like
saw how they
it's
make
just like
chicken
that.
nuggets.
It's just like that Maggie Simpson post that they post every Thanksgiving. Like, oh, you not eating chitlins, you eating booty noodles. I've never seen that.
Yo, I saw it. I saw it this year.
What?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
So right there, if there was a chance for me to try them, I'm not eating booty noodles.
It's either booty noodles or booty sausage.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, because the thing about it, all right, so you know how they make gummy candy, right?
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that video.
Because, like, all right, so it's
Yeah.
like all the stuff you don't like about meat, all the ends and all the bull stuff that they can't put in the meat, they boil it all down until it's a gelatin-like substance. And then that's when they add the sugar and the food coloring for your gummy bears.
Yo, shameless plug. My man Gully TV.
Some on the counter.
Hey yo, there's a CMOS. My dude Gully TV got a CMOS
tell you something,
gummies that are organic, and they have no. He's a Muslim dude. No animal gelatin. It's not.
How did
made
he
with
make the gelatin?
It's not made with.
How did he even make it on his podcast?
Just shameless plug.
It ain't
For
for,
the
you,
people-
so
for
it
the
ain't
people-
even shameless. You
for the-
just
for-
out here advertising for other people. Shameless plug is when you plug yourself in the midst of something.
Alright,
You out here campaigning
post
for
them on
other
his
people.
page, man.
Then post them on your page and
Ah,
shut up on the
yeah.
podcast. Moving
Yo,
along.
shouts out to you, man.
Shout out to shutting up,
Look,
nigga.
'cause he can get us some viewers, nigga. I'm trying to get the views up.
What's
This
going
nigga
on,
got
Spill?
about. You seen his followers lately, man? This
We don't know who you're talking about. No. What's
yeah,
going on,
look,
Spill?
Yeah,
come on,
man.
man.
We gonna call him Blank Man.
You the one acting retarded, though. Shit.
J5. No, go ahead, man.
Jesus, man. No, I was actually digging the conversation with the about the fakes and things like that.
Oh,
But,
that stuff is I ain't gonna lie. All right, so let's be honest, man. Why not?
That's kind of like where I was trying to go with it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I was kind of.
Because unless you have something similar to a diamond tester, right? How are you gonna really everybody has everything that's supposed to be exclusive, so somebody's got to be wearing real, somebody's got to be wearing fake. And the crazy thing is there's a lot of people that are so materialistic, and I am talking about a lot of women in this case, is where they see something for what they think it is, and then they go with it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because we're in the world
you
of
can fake-
mass production, easy access,
Right.
less seclusion, and copy less creativity.
Right. I remember it was so when we were coming up,
People
it
be
was
focused on the wrong things.
it was cool to see when you seen artists and when you seen actors and celebrities have certain things. That was kind of motivating. Like, wow, like they are so famous or they make so much money. Look at the new Rolls Royce that they got or whatever the case is. Now you see a person that you've never even heard of rapping and this nigga driving around in a Rolls Royce. Of course it's rented, but it's just like the access to things.
But the thing, so that goes back to like what I was saying about wanting to be a boss, wanting to be an entrepreneur, and not knowing about the other end of it, right? All right, boom, you got that Rolls Royce, right? You know how much it costs for an oil change on a Rolls Royce? Do you know what the upkeep is for, like you see that Ferrari, right? In some way, somehow you get the Ferrari, right? Do you know what the upkeep is for a Ferrari? You know how much the tires cost for a Ferrari? A oil change, bro, we're talking 4 digits for an oil change. And ain't no decimal commas. Let's get that understood.
Oh, I got it.
He said four. Well, yeah, because 98.75. So that's four.
Yeah.
That's 4 digits right there.
Yeah,
Nah,
four
player.
digits.
Nah,
See?
player. Let's talk more like around 22, and I don't mean dollars.
Big Johns.
Man,
Crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's 1,200. You'd be surprised, and so it's like, all right, I want this, I want that. That's why it's more about getting to the level instead of trying to look like you have, because when you get to the level, not only are you able to obtain it, you're able to maintain it,
Right.
and you can be a good steward over the things that you get, because if you get it without actually having it, you're gonna lose it,
Yes.
and you might lose more than that.
Yeah. That's why they say be careful what you ask for, because you can get blessed with certain things in crazy ways. And it's like, well, shit, how do I keep it and maintain it?
Well, because people don't like the journey. They want to have like, for us, and I can speak for myself, the journey for me is the enjoyment, is the most enjoyable part, is because, like, you get to learn, what you're, like, looking for, what mistakes you've made and how you learn from them, and just the joy of, all right, I went through this whole process, and now I'm on the other side of it, and just having that ambition, and just that whole, like, story that you go through when you've started something, and then now you've come to the end of, like, where it's created, and now you can actually, like,
I've heard
the world. That part is enjoyable.
a lot of celebrities over the past
Now fuck that, I want the win.
talk about they talk about the no, they talk about, like, after they've reached that level of success, they kind of start missing the grind. Like, you'll hear them say it, like, I kind of miss the grind to the top, and the struggle, and it was difficult, but I miss that feeling.
Well, I want to miss that shit on the island. I want to. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You
'cause
do
it's
want to
like
get to that.
Yeah,
Well, then
you know what
you
I'm
create
saying?
other goals. Then that's
That's
the goal.
I
Making
think
them
that's the
drink
people,
nobody's ever had.
the people that continue to be successful. I think that's what they do, though.
Yeah.
I think that's like Jay-Z, for an example. He's always continued to try to set different. I mean, people follow him like, oh man, he just. Sometimes I don't like the way people talk about Jay-Z, but it's not like from a hater standpoint. It's like, you act like he don't put his pants on one leg at a time like you. You could do the same thing, but you spectating. You know what I'm saying? Bless you, brother.
Appreciate it.
That man sneezed quietly.
Yeah, I didn't even.
It's crazy. This nigga's talented. But like, you take a Jay-Z, for example, and he's continued to do different things that in my opinion, I feel like a lot of other celebrities choose not to do. That's the other part of the work, doing things that other people don't want to
Some
do.
people are
something, right?
content.
Yeah, true.
We're gonna get to that too. I heard somebody say something. No, I'm not gonna disclose what it is because I don't be giving people credit.
Not
on-
some
not
angry
on a
listeners,
podcast.
because we ain't telling nobody shit. And we're post part where he be talking about dude from YouTube. Go to his part. He give
Nah,
us
but
something.
he was like, it's like, you made all this money, so what you gonna do? You get like, well, now that I'm here, I'm working. It's like I'm gonna be working forever, but you're a millionaire. He said, how many millionaires you know that don't work? And so it's like it kind of like going back to the point where I was like being able to maintain it, right? So yeah, once you get there, boom, you're there now. But in order to maintain all that you have, all that you want, and all that you may acquire in the midst of you getting to where you are, you're gonna have to maintain that in order to, actually maintain. And in certain instances, like you said, after you get to a certain point, you miss the grind. You're looking for your next goal. You said next goal. You're looking for your next achievement. You're looking for your next, because in a lot of cases, that's also an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, because it's like a game that you're complete. It's almost like you're completing missions for a game.
Well, yeah, but that's what the whole thing is like, objectives, complete a mission or ultimately to obtain a goal. But then after that, you feel me, what's the next goal? So in the midst of the next goal, you feel me, there's, you feel me, more objectives, more missions, more things that you need to accomplish to make things happen. But in a lot of cases, that's where it's at for a lot of people. And then depending on the person, they, in the mindset, I would say, if you're outside the box individual, then a lot of things that you do will be outside the box, going back to what you were saying about JC. Because if you think about what he did, even from back when he was rapping, and how he came about and everything he did from where he was in to where he is now, he hasn't done anything by the books, or it's always been outside the box. He's always going about things a different way. It's always been some type of forward thinking or different perception of things to execute. So it just goes back to the person and their mental capacity and how they operate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the challenge of it all, the grind, like maintain it, just it's real. So you gotta be prepared for that. And I don't think a lot of people are. That's why you see a lot of people fall from grace, right?
Yeah.
Because then they get there, you're like, wait a minute, they just had, but they got there, they did this, and they spent this, and they acquired this. But how many albums have you heard from them since then? And they didn't invest their money because they bought all that shit, huh? Now they got to sell it, huh?
Yeah.
I sound like you now,
You're right.
But it's real, though.
Yeah, I think so. I think that there has to be a level of maturity too.
Oh, 100%.
There has to be a level of maturity when you're when you're because when I think about like being a youngster, like a teenager, maybe 13, 14, I can't wait to drive. My parents get on my nerves. I can't wait to get on my own spot, right? But we don't really examine or look at everything.
The whole picture.
We don't look at the whole picture. We don't look at like when you're driving, now you're 100% responsible. You know what I'm saying? When you get your own place, now you're responsible for the upkeep. And
thinking about the responsibility of all that comes with it.
Exactly. And I think that's what happens with a lot of people when you say they fall from grace is it's like that saying, be careful what you ask for because what you gonna do when you get it, right? So you fall from grace, you go up there, you think it's always gonna be there, maybe because of how easy you obtained it, right?
Things change.
And things change like that.
Shift. And you gotta be able to adjust. But also it's like like you said, getting things prematurely, right? And when you get things prematurely, a lot of times you don't understand how to or what it takes. And like for instance, okay, you're a grown man. Give you a razor. You're gonna come out clean. You're gonna shave yourself up. Get that same razor to a baby.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're not mature enough. They don't understand.
Right.
So getting things prematurely is why you might think it might be a blessing. It might be a lesson. Excuse me.
For sure.
Even though we would all like for it to be a blessing instead of a lesson, but getting things prematurely and not knowing how to handle them because you didn't go through the process. And we've talked about that. Going through the process is what grows you and matures you and puts you in a position that makes you ready to receive whatever the next level or the next step is.
Absolutely. 100%.
So,
100% agree.
Those quick schemes and getting it don't always pan out how you think it is.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't, and that's one of the discouraging things about the way information is consumed today, because it's consumed at a microwave type of speed when nothing is done like that. Most successful things are brick by brick, one day at a time. You know, you got to sit in the bleachers for a while when you probably know that you're one of the best people in the building. Right?
I like the ones where you be seeing how they be telling you how to do this, how to build a business, how to write a book, how to do this stuff, and like in 12 easy steps, and then be like boom, 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 right? But like, bro, each of them steps could take up to like 6 months. They don't tell you that.
No, they don't.
Because, you got to do the research and you got to acquire the resources because they ain't got them for you. They just tell you what you need to do. And now you done bought this how-to from them where they're just shooting shit out at you.
Yeah.
You paid for it. That's how they got rich because you believed them. They good at selling dreams, not building them.
Yeah.
So it's just like, there's more to it. There's always more to it.
Those ones kill me, man, because when you have those 12 easy steps, the most vital things that you need to do are not really in those steps. No. They just say that you need to do it. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure you have this, or like I've seen a lot of like the LLC trademark
You
type
look something
conversations.
$700. Just right off the back. I'm trying to get money.
Yeah,
Do your research, man. Do your YouTube.
And that's the thing. A lot of people don't do their due diligence, and it's deeper than YouTube sometimes. And that's the thing about it. You'll watch YouTube and think like, oh, I can just do it because they did it, not knowing that a lot of they did a lot of trial and error before they hopped on YouTube to show you how to just do it.
and the crazy
Use
thing is
YouTube
that's
as
what
your
that's
starting base.
Yeah.
To find information on how tos and things of that nature. But if
See,
if you really love it, you're gonna want to dive into. You're gonna want to absorb as much information about whatever it is you're into, just because.
But that's the thing. That key ingredient is missing.
yeah. That's
You couldn't even argue it. Like, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, because a lot of people are trying to get rich, do this, make this happen, but where is the love?
Yeah.
Because with the love, there's a different approach. There's a different energy. There's a different attention.
It becomes
right.
your lifestyle.
It's a different approach to it.
You're right.
You
It is.
operate
It's
a different
definitely
way.
is a lifestyle for sure. Yeah. Because I'll find myself jumping on YouTube because I do find a lot of great information. But what I find about a lot of YouTubers, however they want to label themselves.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. A good 3 to 5 minutes is information I don't give a shit about, right?
Because they have to stretch out the video to get the numbers.
Right. And then the other issue that I have is sometimes I might watch something that I already have a great deal of knowledge about, but I might want to just get more information, and I'll see so much information that they leave out.
They got to do fast.
Yeah.
So what I've learned is, like, when you're on Google, you type in a keyword or whatever you're looking for something, you can know instantaneously after doing so many searches for something which when the websites pop up, you can just look at the website information and you can tell whether this is a good website to visit or not. And sometimes on YouTube, you kind of have to have that same ability to, like, kind of tell after a couple of minutes, like.
But that's the whole thing. I be looking for it in a couple of minutes. That's why he's saying that 3 to 5 minutes. Because, like, the thing about it is this: in order for you to monetize a video, it has to be about 10 minutes. Something like that. I could be wrong. It has to be 7. He doesn't know. I don't YouTube. Sorry, but it has to be it has to be lengthy. So that's the thing is, like, in that first 3 to 5 minutes, that's why I said that. What's up, guys? Because I have to do, what's up, guys? What's going on, man? If you like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. This is such and such. What we're going to be getting in today. I know what we're getting into. The title's up there. This is why I clicked.
So those type, when they start off doing that like that, like, all right, for instance, my experience, some shit with the car. There was something with the car that I experienced recently where I think my battery to the remote or something like that was dead for the car or something like that. And so I'm trying to figure out how to open the doors. I'm using a rental. And I did some YouTube looking up, and all the pages pretty much all had the same information that didn't help me. I went on Google, typed in the same keywords that I typed in on YouTube. The YouTube link, a different, on Google, sometimes YouTube links will pop up. From there, I found the actual information that I needed for that exact thing that I was looking up. But dude, they was getting right to it. It wasn't like a lengthy video. It was probably like 3 minutes long.
And so you said that something clicked, and I wanted to give a shout out to a lot of people who do the car videos, because when I look, that's the thing, they get right to it. Like, bro, 3 to 5 minutes. I one video.
I don't even know if they monetize their shit. They just on there giving niggas information.
And that's why I said shout out to them. And they'll be the type of people that can get. Man, I looked up something, and I thought it was going to be lengthy, and bro, the video was 1:49, and like, when it got to the video, bro was already under the hood. I was like, oh shit, let me.
hey, he on the couch. Hey, Jelani on the couch. Like, oh shit.
You hear a nigga say, hey, pass me the wrench.
You sitting out? Nah, I'm sitting outside looking at the video, and he already under the hood. I'm like, oh, well, pause it. Then.
I was supposed to be under there too.
Let me get my wrench, like he holding and pop this. What position he in? Okay.
My man sitting in the car running.
Bruh, I'm just sitting in the car, like, what am I finna do? Like, oh, he under the hood. Like, yeah, get your ass up. But that's what I want. Get right to it.
Get right to it.
Don't stretch it out like.
So that's what I mean. Some of those videos are for like the gardening shit. I kind of know the gardening community, like the on YouTube, as far as the people who have like who are more popular. A lot of them, some of them do the lengthy part where they talking and such, but a lot of them actually do their markers. So
I like that too. I do like the video markers where you
What?
can just go right to what you need to hear.
Oh yeah.
You can just click- you can
Shout
just
out to
click
them too.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So,
Those be some lengthy videos too, though. That's why they be having a marker sometimes.
Yeah.
I seen a 3-minute video. He was like, here, and I was like, perfect. Beat this video game in no
and
time.
I've been following. I've been following a dude from San Diego on YouTube who was doing gardening videos, and he lived in like a little townhouse, and he only had like enough space to garden like right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he been doing so much with the YouTube. Now he got a whole like I don't know how many acres, but
And they walk into
farm.
a greenhouse. Greetings, flower children. See what I've
the
grown.
elevation you see for some people is dope.
No, yeah, that the growth is.
Yeah.
How you say it. Yeah.
Nah, that's one thing I do appreciate, bro. Like, even what we're doing, I appreciate the growth.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like the journey, but I definitely like when it's somebody that I'm following, and I can tell they got the skill. They just trying to get it, and then you just see stuff getting better and better.
I love seeing
and
that
better. And at the same time, the integrity of the information doesn't change. It stays the way it is, which is very difficult because you can see a lot of people that start out great and then they reach a certain level of success and then they're just producing bullshit just to get different content out
And it
there.
changes, and now it's just about the monetization.
Yeah, it's about the monetization. It's not about, all the great information that they have. Yeah, that's you.
Grab this nigga phone.
It's your green thumbs off my phone, nigga.
No, that's true though. Like to see, it's like a family that I've seen who had their own homestead. Now they do like a lot of the people that do big, they start giving away shit too.
Mm-hmm.
On a tangent, but really quick. There's this dude on YouTube. I forget his name.
Good.
Dude on YouTube, right? The guy been doing YouTube since I think he was like a young teen. And now he makes so much money off of YouTube, bro, that he just he gives people these little he does these little contests and giveaways to people to like he had this dude stay in a house in the middle of middle of some land, put a big ass target rim around it, told the dude he could stay in his house for I think it was 90 days or something. Couldn't leave the outside of the house or around the perimeter, and after that he'll give him $1 million. So after like 20 days, he came to him. He was like, "I give you 300,000." Like, nope. So and then this dude is spending money having bands and people come out to annoy him, and like he got like 50 people outside doing all kind of different shit. But he's making a lot of money on YouTube, but just giving it away. Fuck? So I like the people who are elevating, getting a lot of money, but they just figuring out ways how to just give shit away. He's giving away.
Well, tell him to come see me.
Money.
I need two things. I'd live in that house for a year.
Bro, it's he does a lot of like
some tree in the currency CD. He's straight.
Big, extravagant, crazy shit because he like his videos get 100 million views on one video. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So
I like that shit.
Yeah. Shout out to the people that give back, but not to y'all if y'all not giving back to us.
Yeah. We won't mention their names no more. I promise.
Yeah, man, they gotta give to us first. This nigga right here, man.
I'm gonna just unplug his mic next time. You ain't.
It's gonna be.
Change his name to Free Game Poe. That's exactly how it's gonna go.
Yeah, his name is. Yeah, it's my fault, y'all. We had technical difficulties. Don't worry about what was going on beforehand. We're moving forward. Expect me and Spill exclusively.
I'll just be sitting here.
I'll put you on via Skype.
They still doing Skype.
Man, yeah, they still doing Skype. This nigga still wearing masks, man. Come on now. Stop
That's Zoom, man.
People still do Skype.
Oh, man.
Believe it or not, they still in business.
Shit.
I'm not doing neither.
I still got to do the Zoom.
I don't want to see you if I'm on the phone with you. I don't want to see you.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like you know what I'm saying. If you want to see me to talk to me, pull up.
I got to do office Zooms and.
You know, y'all don't do that. Come on,
do.
man. You know Captain Planet and the Planeteers ain't using
No,
all that
for
kind
the
of tech
college,
like that.
man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the college. That's for the people.
It ain't for the people, man.
All right. It's for us.
Anyways, this your boy Dizzy D Spill with my co-host in the building,
Jelani Evans.
Farmer Pope.
and you've been tuning into the Notion Podcast. As usual, you know what to do: like, subscribe, leave comments. We want to know what you think, and we also would love to know what kind of subjects you guys want us to cover. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, guys? Follow us on YouTube. No, I'm playing.
But for real, man, follow the Notion page on all platforms, and definitely follow each of the hosts on all platforms. All right. Until next time, peace.